naming pitches on the bass clef staff. In our previous lesson, we learned how to draw a bass clef staff. So today we want to learn how to name pitches on a bass clef staff. Now, when we want to name the pitches on a bass clef staff, we name the lines and the lines and the spaces on a bass clef staff. As you can see here, for example, here we have named the lines on a bass clef staff here. And then in this side, we have named the spaces on a bass clef staff. And here, we have named both the lines and the spaces on a bass clef staff. Now, when we want to name pitch on a staff, we use the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whether you are ascending or descending. And then we use this symbol here, this one here, which is called a note. And when we are writing it, we write it using the oval shape and not the circular shape, as you have seen with what I have done here. So let's go ahead and name the lines of a bass clef staff. The first thing that you will do is that you will draw a staff, and we say that a staff is a set of 5 lines and 4 spaces. So we have drawn our staff here, and so this is line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and line 5. And it has the spaces, space 1, space 2, space 3, and space 4. And so we put the sign here, which is a bass clef staff. We say that you start from line 4 here, and then a curve, and then you end at 2, and you put the 2 dots. And we say that the 2 dots are necessary because they help us to locate line F. So this bass clef, sometimes it is referred to as the F clef. It is referred to as the F clef because it helps us to identify the line F on a bass clef staff. Remember, when we are naming pitches on a staff, we use the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And so, by us being able to locate line F on a bass clef staff, then we are able to put these other letters on when we are naming the notes. So, now that we have known where our F line is, and we know where the lines are, so we put our notes on each line. So, our first line, we put the first note. Our second line, we put the second note. Our third line, we put the third note. Our fourth line, we put the fourth note. And the fifth line, we put our fifth note. Now, we want to name it. How do we name it? We locate line F. And how do we write this line F? We start counting from the bottom line as we go up, and line F is always found on the 4th line of a staff, of a bass clef staff. So we count line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. So this line 4 is going to be F here. Remember, we are using the alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So in this case, the next note that we're going to name is this note here. And in that case, we are ascending. We are going up. So it is like we are here. We have our F here, and now we want to go up. We want to ascend. So if this line here is F, then the space will be G and the line will be N. So this is F We are not interested with the space, we are interested with the line. So we skip the G, we write the A. So it will be A, this will be F. And then we want now to descend. We want to go down so that we can name these three remaining notes. So here is F. So if it's like we are here and we want to go this way. So we are descending. So if this one is F here, of course this line will be E, this space will be E, and the line will be D. And because we are not interested with the space, we want the line. So we come and write what? D. So if this line is D, the space will be C, the line will be B. We don't want the space, we want the line. So we write the line B. This line is B, and we want this node. So if here is B, the space will be A, and the line will be G. And so we realize that the lines on a base clef step, we have G, B, D, F, N. And for easy remembrance, you will say, good boys deserve favor always. Good stands for G. Boys reminds you of B. Deserve reminds you of D. Favor reminds you of F, and always reminds you of A. So those are the notes on a base staff are named from the bottom as we go up, and so we find that we have line 1 is G, line 2 B, line 3 D, line 4 F, and line 5 A, as you have seen here. Now, let us name the spaces alone. Again, the procedure is still the same. You will draw your staff, a set of 5 lines and 4 spaces. So after drawing the staff, you will identify the 4 spaces. So we have our staff here, and this one is our base clef staff because we have our base clef side here. So we find space 1, space 2, space 3, space 4. Now we want to name it again. We locate line F. And we say line F is always the 4th line on our base clef staff, counting from the bottom going upwards. So we have our F here. So if this is F, then of course the space will be what? G. So we write our G here. If this line is F, then our space will be what? E. And if this space is E, the line will be D, and the space will be what? C. So we write our C because we are naming spaces. If this is E, of course the line will be what? B, and the space will be A. So we name A because we are naming what? Their spaces. So we find that the spaces of a base clef staff are named using A, C, E, and G. Line 1, A, space 1, A, space 2, C, space 3, E, space 4, G. And we can say, all cows eat grass. You can say, all cows eat grass. All stands for the first space, A. Cows stands for the second space, C. E stands for the third space, E, and grass stands for the fourth space, which is G. So the spaces of our base clef staff are named as A, C, E, G, starting from the bottom as we go up. Now, after that, we can now name both the lines and the spaces on a base clef staff. Again, the same procedure. You draw your staff and then you insert the clef. You identify where F is, the fourth line from the bottom, and so this is our F. When we are ascending, if this is F, then if this is F, this will be G and this will be F. So the line is F, which is here. The space is G and the line again is F. And now we want to descend. If the line is F, the space will be E, the line will be D, the space will be C, the line will be B, the space will be A, and the line will be G. So in that case, we have named all the lines and the spaces. And this is how we name it. For easy remembrance, start by naming the lines alone, and then name the spaces alone, and then try now naming all the spaces and the lines on a base clef staff. So this marks the end of our lesson. Today's assignment, you will draw a base clef staff, and then you will name both the lines and the spaces. Thank you so much. Let's see our next lesson.